Hey everyone, my name is Mars, like the planet, and this is Housewarming. Today I'm going to be teaching you all about my side hustle, Etsy. Now, I do not do YouTube full time. YouTube is also one of my side hustles, but today I'm going to be talking all about how I have made over $7,000 selling Instagram templates on Etsy. I'm going to take you through the entire process of how I create a listing from start to finish. I got started on Etsy about 2 or so years ago, and I have kind of turned this into a great way to make passive income. Now, I'm not going to say this is something that you can just set it and forget it, but if you do have a love for design, if you love being creative, creating Canva templates, creating Instagram templates on Canva is a great way to earn money. It's kind of like you create it once, you set up your digital product on Etsy, and then it kind of continues to sell itself. So let's hop into Etsy. And once again, I'm going to take you start to finish on how I create a Canva template, how I create my Instagram template, and then how I list it on Etsy, and then what you are actually going to be sending to the person when they purchase your listing. So let's get into it. Okay, so I am on Etsy. You can see this is my dashboard, and I just want to show you a realistic view of what Etsy looks like for me. So you can see here what my revenue is for the last 30 days. I have made $630. You can see this entire year I have made about $2,700, and you can see all time I have made just about $7,500. So let me show you exactly it is what I sell on Etsy. So on my Etsy page, which is called Mars and Moon, I will link it down below just so you can peruse, so you can look at everything. I sell Canva templates for Instagram. My page is called Mars and Moon Creative, and you can see here I sell digital downloads and Canva templates. I say Canva templates for Instagram, mobile devices, and social media. These templates are great for families, organizations, teams, small business owners, and influencers. And currently I don't offer custom orders because Canva is, so customizable. You can use it to edit the colors, text, and images. So this is exactly what I sell. So I'm just going to open this one right here. So I sell Canva templates for sports teams. So if there's a cheer team, a dance team, a football team, baseball team, any type of sports team or organization, high school or college, that may want to, branch out and post on social media, I am the person that is creating Instagram templates for them, or social media kits. You can see that this one specifically is for a school whose colors are red, black, and white. And so this is the listing. I sell this for $17.98, and the person who would buy this gets one PDF link to 24 different Instagram posts, and they are fully customizable. You can change every single thing about them. You can move the images around, you can change the color, and this is a layout of everything that I offer. So you can see specifically this might be for a cheer team. They might be posting about game day, they might be posting about the football schedule. And I kind of got into this niche because I was actually in band growing up. I was in band in high school and college, and so I just kind of fell into this niche of kind of helping out, those people who may want to post about their team or organization on Instagram and may just not have a great way to do it. So I started to create templates for this. And so let's go back. And so what I did was I started off with the red and black, and then I expanded upon my colors. You can see that a lot of these templates are basically the exact same. I have just recolored them and I have posted them again. You can see I have for a school whose colors are red, white, and blue. I have red and gray. I have orange and green. I have all of the school colors, just so if someone is looking for their specific school colors, maybe their school colors are red, silver, and black, they can easily find my template. Now, are these templates the exact same? Yes. But is someone going to type in red and black when their school colors are purple and gold? No. So I want to make sure that I have a lot of eyeballs on my page. And that is kind of my first tip, is to try to do different recolors, try to do, different options to offer people, because people want to buy a template, an Instagram template that is very straightforward, that is not going to require a lot of work. They want something that they can just download, drop their pictures in, change the text, and be done. They're not going to want to go through 55 different steps, or they're going to move on to a different listing. After all of my school organization post, I have a couple of others down here. I have one for a musical artist. This one has been pretty popular, but it's not as popular as my bread and butter, which are my sports teams. These ones are just super popular. They always sell really, really well. But I do have a couple of other Instagram templates. This one is for a music artist. So maybe if they are promoting an album, a concert, live music, they're a new artist, or they're going on tour, I've created social media posts for them. So you can see this is the listing right here. These are all of the different Instagram posts that they would get that they can fill in. They can put their own pictures. I like to kind of include, you can see this one has 16 different posts. I like to kind of include stock photos just so they can see an example of what this could look like. The next thing that I sell that I just really did not think would blow up for me are menu templates. I don't know why this has become so popular, but for some reason, menu templates have become really popular for me. You can see I sell this one for $7.98, and it would be for someone who is looking to promote their menu on social media. They could also print this out if they want to. It is for someone who may have a food truck, a small business, a private chef, a cook, catering. And this one is just done really well for me. I don't know what it is about it, but everyone seems to love this. And so because of the success of this one, you can see 14 people have this in their cart. I have created other versions. I have one that is maybe for someone who owns a sweet shop or a bakery. I also have a vertical version. And then I also decided to sell a bundle of all of the menus together. I also do sell a couple of fonts. These are not as popular for me, but I do enjoy selling font bundles to people. This one is just really fun to put together for me, but it does not create a lot of my income. So those are all the things that I sell on my Etsy shop. Once again, I'm going to link my store down below if you just want to check it out and see what I'm doing. So now we're going to get into how I create a listing and how I go to Canva to create that. So let's head over to Canva. Okay, so now I am in Canva and I am going to be creating Instagram templates. If you have no idea how to use Canva, I will say that maybe this is a little bit too advanced for you. And maybe Canva templates are not the thing I would suggest selling. I do think you have to have a little bit of knowledge of how to use Canva or maybe a design background to quickly pick up Canva to kind of start selling templates. So I'm just going to create something just for the sake of this example. So say we are creating an Instagram template. It's just a cute little cutesy, Instagram template. Once again, I've seen templates for all different types of professions. Obviously, I create templates for college and high school organizations. I've seen Instagram templates for hairstylists, photographers, management, yoga, business, workout. There are all different types of Instagram templates. So I'm going to start off on Canva. This is a square post, and mostly what I like to do is I like to come over here to the design tab over here and say I'm looking for pastel Instagram posts. Let's go with pastel. So these are different options that I'm seeing. You also want to make sure that when you are creating your templates that you are not using anything that requires Canva Pro. Even if you may have a Canva Pro subscription, remember that people who may be buying your template may not have a Pro subscription and will not be able to use anything that you are using. Also, when you are thinking about font choices, make sure that you are using ones that is not created in Pro or that you have uploaded yourself, because the person that is buying this is not going to be able to access this. So I'm just going to gather a couple and kind of create a mock Instagram template. Okay, so I have just pulled a couple of templates that are already available on Canva just for this example. Obviously, do not do this. Do not just steal from Canva and upload it as your own. Obviously, you would go through, you would make this your own depending on what you are doing. You want to make sure that when you are selling a template that it is very easy, it is very straightforward, that there aren't a lot of layers. You want to make sure that it is something that anyone could be able to download and easily change. I like to make sure that like all of my text match. I like to make sure that all of my backgrounds match. But these are just a couple that I pulled. Also, I like to include pictures in them. You can obviously, upload the template just like this and keep it like this. But I do think that, you can obviously show the template off a little bit better if there are pictures in it, kind of to show the person, this is what your template could look like. But I would definitely go through and make these a little bit more cohesive before I sold anything like this. You can see that these just kind of have the same style, but kind of don't. I just think that maybe having these same pictures would look a little bit better. So let's kind of spruce this up a little bit to make this look like a cohesive package. Once again, you do not want to just go through Canva, stealing templates and then post them as your own. You want to kind of just use the templates as a jumping off point. Okay, so now I have kind of gone in and kind of made it my own. You can see I replaced all the backgrounds to be similar. You can see I updated the text just to be the same. And then I still have these blank photos. So I want to make sure I go in and kind of find photos that all make this seem a little cohesive. So I'm just going to go to elements and maybe say pastel woman. And see if they have any photos that I could maybe use. Remember that I wouldn't think too hard about this because this is going to be replaced, but you just want to kind of give the general vibe. So I do like this lady. I think she's pretty cool. So let's try to use her pictures. And if you're looking for more, you can see who created it and see more like this. And there are a couple other photos that we can use that are very pastel and kind of give out the vibe. So once again, these pictures are going to be replaced. Oops. These pictures are going to be replaced. Now, see, this is a problem that we're running into. So this is something that I might want to fix because the person who is downloading this might run into this issue as well. For some reason, these Polaroids are frames for some reason. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust them. I'm just going to take them off, honestly. And maybe I will change it and just use the same like tape motif here. So let's do that and then get another picture of her in there. And then maybe I like her, I like him, and maybe there's this picture that all kind of goes together. And then I kind of just use the same pictures over and over again, just because once again, these pictures will be replaced by the person who is buying this template. But I just want to kind of give off the pastel vibe. And once again, you see that this is not all the way to the top. So I just want to stretch that to make that go to the top. And then we have one more. So kind of use this guy again, use him and use her. And then lastly, let's just use her here. So now I have my completed template. This is just an example. Once again, I'm only creating 10 just because of the example. And maybe I want to title this, let's give it a cute name. So I'm going to title this Pastel Pop Instagram or Insta Template. So that way I know exactly what this is when I have this. Okay, so now that we have this template, we are going to create our listing. This is not the thing that we are going to post on Etsy. We are going to create a template for our listing. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to share. I'm going to go to download, and then I'm going to download this as a PNG. You can also download this as a JPEG, but I just like to do a PNG. And you're going to make sure that you have all the pages selected, and then you're going to go ahead on and download. So the next thing we're going to do is create our thumbnail. So let's remember what our thumbnail is. So on Etsy, we can see, let's go to my page. We can see on my page, we have our thumbnails. We have things that are very catchy. They say exactly what the thing is. They kind of grab the person's attention and say they were like, oh, you know, maroon and gray. Like, I love that. This is what we are going to be creating next. We are going to create the thing that the person is seeing when they are on Etsy. We want to make sure that we show exactly what it is that they are purchasing, and we give them all of the information that they need, just so that there aren't any questions and we aren't misleading people. We want to be very straightforward about what we are selling. So this is what we are going to create next. So now let's go ahead and create our listing photos. So this is a template that I have come up with. You can be as creative as you want. You can peruse on Etsy to see what other people are doing, but I would encourage you to be creative. Maybe think of something that is your brand. This is what all of my listings look like. As you can see on Etsy, when I go to my page, this is what all of my listings look like. You can see that they have the same layout. They have the same, type of text. They have, are laid out in the same way. So I would just be creative and, try to think of something that can maybe fit into your brand so they look very cohesive when they are on your page. So once again, this is just an example. This is not the way that you have to lay things out on your template. So this is the way that I have this set out. To upload my photos from my Pastel Pop Insta template, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go down to uploads. I'm going to click upload files, and then I'm going to go where my files have downloaded, and I can't see them because this is downloaded as a zip file. So I need to go to my downloads, and here you can see my zip files. It says Pastel Pop Insta template. I'm going to go ahead on and extract this. And then now I can see every single one of my slides. So now that I am back in Canva, I'm going to go to upload files. I'm going to click on the pastel pop Insta template. And here are all of the slides that we created. I'm going to open them and then let them come in. So once they are uploaded, I'm going to just drag and drop them into the template I've created. And I'm missing one, so I'm just going to repeat the Hello Spring one. So now for my text, I'm going to describe what this is. I'm going to call this Pastel Pop Insta Template. And I'm just going to adjust this, and I want to make it, really aesthetically pleasing. So I am going to make it these same colors as my template. I'm going to, maybe I want this to be a little bit smaller. And this is just my personal preference. Once again, you can make this thumbnail look however you would like it to. But I do think that maybe I want it to kind of be a square. So now that I have the title and it explains what it is, I like to include this Canva logo as well, just so when people are on Etsy, they know that this is a Canva template. I like to kind of match it to whatever I am posting. So maybe I will make this a cute teal, or teal color is kind of hard to see. Maybe I'll make it dark. Maybe I'll do gray again. No, I like the, okay, so this is going to be our main page. This is going to be what people see. This is what you want to be the most eye-catching when people are on Etsy looking for a template. You want something that's going to grab their attention. Now, after this, you can put whatever information you like. I like to kind of show people what this is actually going to do. So I say it can boost engagement and you can share information with your followers. So I have this template set up here. It's just like a phone. It would show maybe what a carousel of these pictures would look like. And once again, you can be as creative as possible. This is just what I like to do. The next thing I want to say is what is actually included. Once again, I don't want people to be confused. I don't want anyone to buy this and say, oh, I didn't know what it was. So what is included? When you purchase my listing, you are getting a PDF file that links to, and I'm going to say 10 Instagram template posts. That is exactly what it is. And I also like to explain that it is fully customizable. You can change the text, the format, the font size, the color, the style. You can move or remove elements, and you can upload your own images. And I just like to make it aesthetically pleasing. So I'm going to add a few more pictures over here, just repeating so they can once again see what they are actually getting. The next page I like to include is how this actually works. A lot of people come onto Etsy wanting to download files and they really don't know what they're doing. This is verbiage that you can directly steal from me if you want to explain once again on their page, on your listing, how this actually works. So I say that number one, you're going to purchase the listing. Then they are going to get an email from Etsy on how to download the PDF link. If you're wondering what the PDF link is, that is the next thing that we will create. Then you want to open the PDF, click the link, and then you'll be able to be directed to Canva, and then you can download these as PNGs. So I can just put that there. Maybe I will, well, that doesn't really fit. That looks perfectly fine. So now this is the listing that I am going to upload. These are the photos I'm going to upload for my listing on Etsy. So I am going to name this Pastel Listing. And then once again, I'm going to download this as a PNG. So now that we have our listing photos, the next thing we need to make is the PDF that is going to link people to our Canva template. I'm going to try to explain this as easy as possible. It is a little bit confusing, but once you start, you will definitely get the hang of it. So because this is a digital file, we are basically trying to send them a link in the easiest way possible. Instead of emailing them a link, instead of messaging them a link, we are going to make them download the link to their Instagram template. So now we are ready to create the page that the customer is going to download when they purchase your link. It can look however you want, but this is the way I make mine look. So I start off with my logo at the top, and then I like to put in a picture of what it is they're actually getting so there is no confusion. I'm just going to take one of the pictures that we downloaded and put it just like that. The most important thing is that you want to include a link to the template that we just created. So I'm just going to add a text box, and I want to create, just use a maybe Arial Unicode. So let's zoom in here, and I'm going to say, thank you for purchasing and then I'm going to say, click here to download your template. Now you can phrase this however you want, but basically this is what we are going to be using to make sure they click on it and they get their Pastel Pop Insta template. I'm going to make this a little bit bolder, and to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, I'm going to put like a button behind it, so it kind of looks like a button. So I'm just taking this rounded square and I'm putting this behind it so it kind of looks like a button, so they know exactly where to click. And then maybe I will make it, no, not that color, this pastel color. So this is our PDF. So what I'm going to do is create a link. I'm going to take my text, I'm going to click on it, I'm going to click on these three dots right here for more, and then I'm going to click link. The hotkey is also Control K. So now this is a link. So now they're saying, you know, what it is, what do you actually want to link when the person clicks on this? So what I'm going to do is go back to my Pastel Pop Insta template. You are not going to link this to the customer that is buying this. This is your master key. This is something that only you will see, that only you will touch. If you start sending out links to people of this exact template, they are going to start to change it. They're going to put their own images in it, and then every single person will have access to your template. We are going to create a template link. Once again, you want to make sure that this template never gets touched. This is your master key. This is your master template. This is only for you. You want to send out a link to someone so they can make a copy of this. What we're going to do is we're going to go to share, and then we're going to click template link. If this option is not here for you, you may want to click more. But right here, we're going to click template link. And then it says anyone with this link can use this design as a template. Sign in is required, but you won't know who has made copies of the design. So once again, they are making a copy of this template to edit on their own and create their own template. And I'm just going to create template link. And it says this link can be deleted at any time, but I'm going to create a template link. And now I have a link that has been copied, but if you want to make sure, you can copy it. The next thing I'm going to do is go back to our PDF. And once again, here is our link, and we're just going to press Control V, and now it has pasted and it is done. So now you can see right here, the Pastel Pop Insta template is linked. And that is the last thing that you are going to create in Canva for your Etsy listing. So we have our Instagram template, we have our listing, and we have our download. So I'm going to take our download and I'm going to once again save it as a PDF. Make sure that it is not saved as a PNG, because a PNG is just going to be a picture. You want to make sure it's a PDF. When you save it as a PDF, it is going to make this link clickable. If you just save it as a PNG, they won't be able to click on anything. So I'm going to go to share, download, and I also want to make sure that I am saving this as something that is recognizable to the customer, because that is what it's going to download as. So I can just say Pastel Pop Insta template link. So I'm going to go to share, download, and then instead of a PNG, I'm going to do PDF standard. And now I can download it. So if you want to double check that your link is working, you can go to your file and go to your downloads, and you can see our PDF right here. I'm going to open it up. This is what we just created, and you can see that I can click on this link right here. And it is going to bring me to here. It says a template created by me was shared with you, and now you can start designing. When the customer clicks this link, they are going to be creating an entirely new copy of your design. Also, I realized I just put thank for purchasing and not, I spelled this completely wrong. Please ignore that. I really don't know how to spell. I'm going to put thank you for purchasing. Yes, that's all correct. Okay. Click here to download. Okay. Sorry guys, I really don't know how to spell. Okay, so now we have all the elements that we need to create our listing on Etsy. Okay, so now I am back on Etsy, and now it's time to create our listing. I'm going to go to listings. Then I'm going to click over here, add a listing. So it says, first tell us about your listing. This is not a physical item, but a digital file. Who made it? I did, and it is a finished product. When did you make it? I made it this year. And then I'm going to click continue. We're going to think of a title. So we want to make sure that this is something that the person might be typing in. It says include keywords that buyers would use to search this item. So I'm going to first title it what it actually is. Pastel Pop Instagram template. I also want to make sure that I let people know that it is a Canva template. Now you may want to add other text about who this might be for. You can say cute, girly, pink Instagram post. I could call this a digital download. I also would suggest if you are just not able to come up with very good keywords, this does take time to learn. Look up what you're actually selling on Etsy to see what other verbiage people have used. Obviously, do not just copy and paste it, but you can take, inspiration from other people's listings to see what you maybe could include in your keywords. Next, it's time to upload your photos and your video. So this is where we're going to include our listing photos. And it says add up to 10 photos and 1 video. So I'm going to go to my downloads. I'm going to extract our listing. And then I'm going to upload all 4 of our pictures. And remember, you are not uploading the Instagram template, you are uploading the listing photos. So you can see all our photos right here, but I'm going to drag them so they're in order. So I want this to be my cover page. And then I'm going to put the one with the slides. And then I'm going to put what's included next. And then lastly, how it works. Next, I'm going to add my PDF file. It says digital files. Buyers can download these files as soon as they complete their purchase, add up to 5 files. So what I'm going to add is our PDF link. So when the person or the buyer purchases this will immediately download for them or will be sent a link to their email. And once again, it is going to be a PDF file that they can click on and go immediately to the template. The next thing you're going to have to add is a description. Now I have a description already laid out that I just continue to update, and you are free to take my description and kind of make it your own. But I like to use little flower emojis or emoticons, and I say about this product. I'm going to just copy and paste it, and then I'm going to read it to you so you can kind of make it your own. So let's go to the top. So a description. About this product, you will receive 1 PDF file that direct links to Canva. These Instagram templates are great for any high school or college athletic team. So that is obviously not what we're posting. We're going to say any influencer or creator. And this is a good keyword. Maybe I want to put this up here in my title. I could say for influencers or creators. So back down here, these Instagram templates are great for any influencer or creator. These templates are fully editable and instantly downloadable. These templates are fully editable in canva.com. This is a digital download item only, and you will not be mailed a physical product. I do not accept returns, exchanges, or cancellations on any digital download purchase. Please contact me if you have any problems with your order. I think that this is important to put because a lot of times people get confused about what they are buying. So you want to make sure that you are explicitly clear about what it is. Don't assume that people understand that this is a Canva template. I also once again explain how it works just in case they're curious. And then at the bottom, I kind of have my terms of service, basically saying file sharing, distribution, or commercial use of this file or of printed work from this file are prohibited. So I don't want someone copying my post and posting it someplace else. And by placing an order with me, you assume that you have read and agreed to these terms. Etsy will send you a download link once your purchase is complete. Should you have any questions, feel free to contact me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Sometimes people will have questions and you want to make sure that you are available to answer them. The next thing we're going to do is our price. Now you can put your price at whatever you want and you want to put the quantity. Now I just put $9.99 because that's the max that you can put. Once again, this is a digital product, so it doesn't really matter how many you have because it's just a digital product. So let's say we want to list this for $15. After all of this, you want to go to your category. This is a template. So they kind of have templates. They kind of have categories you can already click on. So I'm just going to click template. You can do the primary color, the occasion, the holiday as well. And then down here, you're going to put your tags. This is also what people are going to be searching that can help your listing come up. If you're worried about tags and maybe you're not sure, I also like to use this website right here. It's called Tag Generator, and you can just type in and it will help you find the best tags and the keywords for Etsy. So I'm going to type in pastel, Instagram, template, Canva. So here are all of the tags. You can see that it goes by competition as well as search volume. So I may want to use the tag Instagram templates. I could use pastel Instagram, social media, Instagram branding, Canva Instagram, Instagram puzzles, small business, templates. All of these things could be very helpful. I will link this website down below if you'd like to use it. But they basically have an entire list of tags that you can use. And once you get familiar with Etsy, this will definitely be very, very helpful. Once again, I can only add up to 13 tags. So the tag generator provides more than enough. So I'm going to say that this is a Canva template. I'm going to say that this is for social media. Maybe I'm going to say pastel Insta. And I'm just thinking of what are people going to type in that I want them to type in so they can see my post. So they might say cute Instagram post, pink, purple, and green, blue. Oh my God. So those are kind of the colors that are included. Maybe I'll just do blue. Oh, yellow. Social media post. Let's go back to our tag generator. Let's do Instagram influencer. Instagram influencer. I can do content creator. So you can play around with the tags as much as you like. Once again, Tag Generator is super helpful for figuring out your tags. And then after that, you can put it in a shop section and you can figure out what your renewal options are. So I like to put it on manual just because with your automatic listing, it's going to renew on every 4 months for you, and it's going to renew, and it costs 20 cents to post. I like to do manual because say if a post isn't doing well, I want the option to be able to take it down. I want an option to be able to renew it myself and not just have it automatically renew. Anytime you post on Etsy, it does cost 20 cents. This is something that is going to be taken out of your cut before they ever, deposit the money into your bank account. So it's not like you have to pay this or anything like that. It's just going to be automatically taken out of your revenue before it ends up in your bank account. So after that, you will just click publish and then your listing is live. So I really hope that this was helpful. I hope that this was kind of a foot in the door if you are interested in creating Instagram templates on Canva to sell on Etsy. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I definitely enjoy making content like this. This was my first time making something like this. So I really hope that it was helpful in showing you all the steps. Once again, we made our Instagram template, we made our listing, and we made the downloadable page for people with the PDF link. So that does it for today's video. I really hope that you found it helpful, and I wish you all the best of luck on your Etsy journey. If you have any questions, I will be so happy to answer them in the comments down below, and I will definitely make more videos in the future because I think that this information is really helpful, and I don't think that it's positive to gatekeep this kind of information. But I post new videos every single Wednesday, and it really helps out my small YouTube channel when you subscribe, when you comment, when you share this video. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.